Welcome back to Stay Happy. So today we are going to be making like some little clay shapes. They're really fun to make, I admit.
We have the clay right here with us.
Yeah, so the only thing you're going to need is clay
and
or
your
Play-Doh.
hands.
That's it.
And then your hands, so
Yeah.
you can shape it.
Yeah.
We're going to recreate the things we actually made before. So
Yeah.
we'd like to introduce them to you. First up, we have a little ice cream with scoops here.
A lot of scoops.
Yes.
Nobody can eat that much.
No. Next up, we have a pizza.
And a burger.
Watermelon, kiwi, the budgie.
You know, from the big reveal. And we have
A message
in a bottle, a worm, a little bee. Let me kind of move it up so that you can see. So these are like his little antennas and his eyes
Yeah.
and his sting. Nobody wants to get stung by a bee.
And next up, we have a little ice
cream.
another ice cream, but this time it's in a cup.
Yeah, so this is a
It's
cup
it's
instead of a cone because we already had one with a cone over there.
So, like, doing something new here.
So-
And this one is a swirl,
Yeah, this
which I
one
think
is a swirl.
turned out really nice, honestly.
Because you know those ice cream machines that make the swirl ice cream?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how it ends up being swirly.
And
If it's a scoop,
It
people actually use like a tool to scoop
Yeah.
out the ice cream and put it in.
Next up, we have a little cherry pie.
Yeah.
The foil was hard to make, I'll admit.
It was really the shaping.
Yeah, the shaping was hard.
Yeah.
And then we have another worm.
Another one. My sister made a lot of worms.
Yeah.
So-
Only 3, but it just happened to turn out that way.
And so we have another worm here, and this is a car.
Yeah.
This is a
Little
car,
taxi.
right? Like
It's a little tiny taxi.
It's a
Yay,
tiny
with-
taxi.
And I wanted to make it a bit realistic, so I made 4 wheels, and it actually stands on 4 little tiny clay balls.
So
Voila. Next up, we have
This
grapes.
little grape.
It turned out really good.
Yeah.
And we have a little
flower.
tiny cute pink flower. It's so
Yeah.
pretty.
Yeah, it's so cute. Like you could just pick it up and wear it in your hair.
Okay, next up is a banana.
Or it could be a crescent moon.
Yes.
You know, like a
The
crescent
banana
moon?
is very simple. Really.
Yeah.
So,
It's like probably the simplest thing here, right?
yeah, probably.
Yeah. So if you're looking for something simple to do, banana.
Bell pepper.
So here you have the bell pepper.
Dun dun dun.
So some of these have like a little leaf here.
So
So this little green thing is a leaf and a stem.
and little red slippers.
Or like
Little red
heels.
shoes. Little
You know-
red high heel shoes.
Yeah. Like
See?
you could
I
could
stuck
probably
them
like try to
together.
make them for your
Doll?
Barbie doll or
Yeah.
something. Yeah.
But
But-
be sure to make it the right size.
Yeah.
Next up is a bowl. I honestly made this just to hold all the fruit. Like, thought it would look
She made a
nice.
bowl.
To
Like
hold
she
the
thought
fruit.
she could put in like the
See?
grapes and the bananas and maybe the bell pepper.
Maybe. Just add it in there. Okay, let's place them back.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what the bowl was for. A burger.
So you can tell that like this top piece
Is the
is the
bun.
bun.
And then you have the actual burger part.
Yeah, that's the dark brown, and then
The
you have
cheese.
the yellow. The yellow is the cheese.
Then lettuce. Is
the lettuce
green.
is the green.
And ketchup.
Ketchup at the bottom.
It squirted out.
Yeah, because you know sometimes you get those burgers with ketchup kind of squirting out a little bit,
Yeah,
and then you have the bottom bun. So, yeah, and then you have this
Rainbow.
swirly rainbow.
It was like a rainbow diamond.
Yeah, a little bit.
It turned out nice.
Yeah, it's a swirly rainbow.
And this is really easy and really kind of realistic. It's a tiny little spoon. You could use it to eat the ice cream.
Yeah.
Yum, yum, yum.
So you make your ice cream, then you use the spoon. That's so yummy.
And the spoon looks kind of like a Chick-fil-A spoon.
Yeah, because Chick-fil-A gives you those red spoons.
Yeah. Tree.
Then you have your smaller miniature tree. You squished it. What are you doing?
Is it alive?
Yeah, it's alive. So you have your tree. The green is obviously the leaves, and the brown is like
Branches and the trunk.
Yeah, and you can, if you look really closely, you can see that there are like three branches here. So yeah, that makes it more realistic too. You know, it kind of reminds me of a real tree.
Oh, we also
I
have
love this
a little watermelon. Ooh.
A tiny watermelon. This would be great in summer. You know, when you don't have a watermelon and you just take some clay, I make a watermelon.
Just take out the seeds.
Oh, yeah. So we made this side with seeds.
And then the other side
without seeds.
Just in case, you know, we wanted to change our mind.
Yeah. And
also, it's eventually gonna dry.
I used 3 layers of color.
Yeah.
So I used dark green,
then a
light green,
and then
white. Because, you know, at the bottom, almost at the bottom of the watermelon, you have that little kind of whitish layer under the green. Let me kind of get there a little bit.
Next up is a tiny little red car. Just red, not a taxi, just a normal red car.
Just your tiny red car.
Your usual tiny little red car. Nothing could ride on that. Or maybe an ant could ride on it, but not in it, because it's clay.
And this is like
a little planet, a little Saturn, but it's different colors. So
yeah, we wanted to make a little Saturn, but we used different colors because we just thought it would be fun. You know, use your imagination.
Imagination world. Okay.
And then we have our little berry over here.
Yes.
Tweet, tweet.
Oh, and remember last time Kiwi flew away from the cage?
Yeah, Kiwi, the escape artist. Yeah.
Okay,
so
this is just the last thing, a mustache.
Yeah, she has her little mustache going on there.
So
let's get started, right?
So let's pick what we're going to do. I think I'm going to do Mr. Pizza Face.
Yeah, I want to try out
First.
the flower.
Okay, let's get started.
Yeah.
Okay, so I already have this kind of peachy color I made before.
So basically, all you have to do to make this peachy color
was
take a little bit of orange
and mix it with a lot of white. You need less orange than white, so you get and then you mix it like this until you have no orange or white pieces
spots to make this peach. It's kind of like a doughy skin color a little bit, right?
Yeah. So then I'm just going to...
She's going to try to shape it into the like...
triangle slice.
Yeah, a triangle. She's going to try to shape it into a triangle for the back of the pizza. And then she's going to kind of roll this up a little bit to make the crust.
Can I show them?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so I made it a sphere by doing this. It's a sphere. So then you want to kind of like flatten it down, push it down a bit. This is probably going to be a smaller pizza slice.
You know, you can make more peach.
Yeah, can you make me some?
Oh, yeah.
So I'm going, since I've already flattened it, pretty much, you know, I'm going to use my thumb and like spread out some parts like this to make it, you know, more triangular. And then if the edge is like wrong a bit, you can like push it in like I'm doing here because I want to even it out. Did you get me more peach?
I'm getting there.
Okay.
With the mixing for making,
I flipped it over and I found out I have a hole, so I just patched that up.
And with making peach, you just grab like the tiniest bit of orange. Like, let me show you.
Literally so small.
Like this much orange, probably. And you grab like this much white.
And then you combine?
Yeah, then you combine and you mix.
Combine.
make a combination. So you can like do this with it to mix it up. I personally think it's just easier to do this. Just get it done faster. It kind of like stretches it out.
Mixing the clay together, it doesn't take a lot of time, and you can probably hear Barry and Kiwi.
Yeah, in the background. They like to tweet a lot.
I always wonder what they're talking about.
Yeah. If people could speak
Bunty?
animal languages, it would make this world so much better. Because you could understand what animals were actually saying.
And if you have a pet, you could bond with them easily. Just say, hi.
I'm friendly. We can be friends.
Let's be friends. Ugh, another hole?
Okay.
My pizza likes getting holes.
After I've done after I've mixed it, it gave me kind of the same peach as the pizza, right?
Yeah, pretty much. Okay.
So use that. Because she needs more peach.
I'm going to have to spear this again.
And
okay, I finally got it.
Finally got it into a triangle shape.
Okay,
but because here's the thing, what you're making doesn't have to turn out exactly like this or exactly like the thing you're trying to make, because you're not using a machine to make this.
You're using your hands.
And people make mistakes, everyone does, it's common. But you learn from those mistakes.
Okay, so back to the pizza.
Back to the pizza.
If you have it kind of thick here, you might want to press that down a little bit, not too much. And then you want to take the edges and kind of roll it a little bit once until you have like that kind of shape. Do not push it down or else it will not look like crust anymore.
So you want to
make it look like this or something near it.
Yeah.
Next up is cheese.
So we're going to make the cheese.
Who doesn't make pizza with cheese? I'm not going to make any sauce on the pizza because it wouldn't really matter. But we'll actually make the sauce, just to be more realistic.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to try to get the shape right.
You might want to have the sauce a little bit pouring out a little bit so that you can see it, because you are going to put cheese on top.
That will not be a problem for me.
Yeah.
Okay, now I just need a little tiny piece over there so I can take a bit of clay, push it down, and get me a little tiny piece of clay, please.
Red?
Red.
Okay, here you go.
Thank you.
Because see, it's not perfect. Nothing is perfect.
Yes, indeed. Okay, there we go. Sauce.
Yeah.
Cheese. Okay, we're
now
using
here
yellow
comes
for
the fun
cheese.
part.
Mr. Cheese. I personally like mozzarella, which is, I know it's white, but we don't have a lot of white, so.
Come on.
Okay, this has different colors mixed into it.
So,
She's going to start out while I try to fix this cheese.
Yeah. So, what you need to make the flour, you're going to need some pink. So, it's pink for the petals. Or you could make the flour any other color you want. Just follow the steps to, know how to shape it out. So I'm just going to make an identical flour to this.
I finally got the cheese right. Woohoo. Okay, I'm going to add the cheese. Okay.
So a clump like this is a little too big, so you want to make that smaller. Because this is a miniature flour you're making, not a real one.
Okay, so I'm going to take this little strip over here. I just kind of flattened it. And I'm going to lay it out. I don't want it on the crust because I want that to show, but I want to add it right there.
So,
cheese, work with me.
For the petals, you want to make it kind of like a little raindrop shape. See, like this? It makes it easier. So you want to keep making petals, then make the center of the flower, because it's just easier. Also, you're going to need the center of the flower to stick the petals like behind it. So it's just easier to put the petals, to do the petals first, because you need the petals before you actually need the middle of the flower.
The cheese has been added. Okay. So as you can see, the sauce wasn't showing at first, so this actually looks better because the sauce is showing. We want that.
And
right
over
here looks like the cheese is melting over here at the tip over here.
Yeah, and you kind of have like the sauce popping out a little bit out of the cheese, which is more realistic because that happens with pizza. And then, so even if you make it like a little too, a little too 3D like this, you want to kind of pat it down a little bit.
But don't smush it totally.
Yeah, don't like smush it like, no, we don't want that. You want to just flatten it a little bit. You don't want it to become a pancake.
Okay, toppings time. Okay, so I'm gonna think about what toppings I personally like.
And you can think about your favorite toppings as well. With this one, we just put like some sausage, some
olive and pepper.
Yeah.
Just basic
You know, like
stuff.
a simple pizza. You can do more than 3 toppings if you want.
I think I'm going to go with bell pepper. Green, obviously, so obvious.
It's sticking to me. It was sticking to me.
Okay, let's see. So I want them little tiny pieces like this. You can barely even see it. Like that.
And here's the thing.
I want little pieces like that.
Here's the thing with the petals. Sometimes if you can't get the raindrop shape quite right, like I'm having trouble with this petal, you can like roll it into a ball at first and start from there.
And then you might want to like pinch a piece.
Yeah, like pinch it a little
pinch
bit.
at the top and then like push down.
So I finally finished all 5 of my petals. So you're going to need 5 petals. And now I'm going to start making the centerpiece of the flower. So, ta-da! I finally got it done. So this is the original one, the one we originally showed you at the beginning of the video. And this is the one I made right now. So yeah, it was actually quite easy and I love it, you know. They're just cute little flowers. I actually just got an idea right now. You can kind of like make a lot of these flowers and make like little blades of grass and stuff. And you can make like your own little garden, your miniature garden, so.
Okay, so I've put green bell pepper, black olives, and some kind of meat. And I'm putting tomatoes. And I am done. Voila. my pizza. Okay, so these are the pizzas compared. You can obviously tell that this one is the new one just made, and this one is the original because this one is obviously more long. So I'm going to put these aside.
Yeah.
And now we will be taking our next shape. So I think I'm going to be taking these grapes. They look delicious.
And I am going to try out the ice cream.
So my sister will be trying out this pink strawberry ice cream.
Should I do this ice cream or this ice cream?
I honestly think this one.
Okay.
Also because we don't have a lot of white.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is the original. I'm going to try to make one like it. And I'm going to use this as a example.
Yeah.
So
You can look
this will be
at
like
the video
instructions for me.
and
I'm gonna put it aside and start.
You can look at the what you have right now or just what we have and try to make the same thing as it. So I'm going to try to make this part like as swirly as possible and this part a little more cup-y, that's not a word.
Okay, so let's get started.
Yeah.
Okay, so for the grapes, I like the red grapes, which seem to be a purpley color. So I'm going to be using the purple for my grapes. But you can use like the green or whatever color your favorite grapes are. So,
Or you can use your imagination and just make a bunch of different colored grapes. Like I could grab some red and some orange and make like rainbow grapes, like grape bonanza over here.
okay, so I got some purple for my grapes.
And I'm going to start on my cup first because you need a cup before you actually make your ice cream.
Yeah, because you need to put the ice cream on the cup. So I have the purple.
And for the ice cream, for the cup, I just use some brown and mix it in with the white to make this beige color. Because see, this brown is definitely a little bit more darker than this because this is more of a beige.
Okay, now I'm also going to need the brown for the stem of my grape, so I'll grab a bit of that and a touch of green. I think I'm going to use the dark green this time because that's what I used on that grape for a leaf. So I'm just going to take a little bit and keep making little tiny circles like those. So this might take a while, so over to my sister, probably. Yeah.
So I grabbed some brown and a little bit of white, and
now she's
I'm
kneading
mixing
them
together.
You know when you knead slime, it's basically kind of like that,
Yeah.
but kneading clay. So yeah. You want to make all your balls first before you start attaching them together.
So you can use like
anything
like
cylinder-like to
Yeah.
like
roll it out. You know, like
to make it
how
thin or
how you
something?
roll out dough sometimes when you're baking, just to make things easier for you. And you can use like a little popsicle stick or anything that's like you would be able to cut clay with it really easily.
Knife, please.
And use it to cut the clay, because you wouldn't want clay in your nails and stuff like that. Also, it would make it really easy if you really want even pieces. So yeah,
Almost there. Okay, so I've made all my grapes and I'm starting to attach them. I also want some in the back so it looks kind of 3D-like. So I'm just kind of placing them at the back. I also want some the sides, so.
and I'm done with the cup. So also, this could be like a little hat maybe,
For your doll.
Yeah.
You have a lot of doll options here.
Yeah. So you want to make sure that your cup stands. So you can push it down a little bit to make this part flat so that when you set it down,
it stands.
So like that.
Because the flatter, the more it will stand.
Yeah. See, this is a little flat because if it's not flat, it's not going to stand. If it's more round, it's going like fall over. So I'm going to do the ice cream now.
Do you want to make it a different flavor?
Yeah, maybe so.
Maybe blue?
No, I don't want blueberry ice cream. Maybe orange.
Okay.
Yeah, I've always wanted to try orange ice cream.
Like, okay, so...
And I'm just going to use this. I'm just going to use this to get some out. That.
And my grapes, well, the grape part is finished. I'm going to do the stem now with the brown. I'm going to roll it out like that. You want a small piece. And then you want to like stick it at the top for it to be like this. And then with this dark green, I'm going to make a leaf. So this looks pretty good for a leaf, but I want it to be more like
leafy.
More like this. More like that. So I'm going to like attach it to the stem somehow. Okay, there we go. The grapes are finished. This is the original and this is the one I made just now. Mommy grape and baby grapes.
Move them a little bit apart.
There they are. So yes, I'm going to put them aside.
You get your whatever color of clay you decide to make your ice cream, and you kind of roll it out a little bit into like a string shape. But you don't want to make it too thin. You want to make it a little.
I think there's something in your ice cream.
It's fine. You want to make it a little thick, a little bit. So I'm gonna do that a little bit.
So you don't want it to be totally flat.
And then you kind of take your cup and you start to
swirling.
Yeah, you start to
kind of shape it out and swirl. So you want to try to have no gaps.
I'm trying.
Here, take some
I need
more.
a little bit more orange for the little
just take
top.
These.
Yeah.
Let's see.
So you can start off by making it a ball and then just rolling it out.
Yeah.
And if you have to, there we go. I'm gonna do this part like that. So I finally got my ice cream done, orange flavored. So I just took the other piece and just swirled it like that, kind of attached it a little bit so you can kind of see the little like it's two pieces.
What if you
but to fix that you
orange?
You could just kind of
smudge it together.
Smudge it together,
like
yeah.
Push it together.
So see now you can't see much of the little part that was there.
Okay, so
So comparing mine, sorry. Mine is a little shorter than this one.
But it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
They are
nothing
both
is
really
perfect.
good. Okay, so we're going to put those aside and start on the next thing. So yes, there they are. And here are mine. Okay, so yeah. The next things, we are both going to be making birds.
Yeah.
I will be making Kiwi,
The escape artist.
dun, 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 dun.
And I am going to be making Barry, our little lady over here. Good birdie. So there.
She has a beak and little feet, eyes, wings, and a tail. Oh, and of course a body and head, so yeah.
So let's get started,
Okay, so we have all the parts for the bird.
Yeah.
You only need 2 black balls for the eyes.
Yeah,
There
for
they
both
are.
the birds.
2 black balls for both birds in the eyes. These are wings. I used yellow and orange to make this dandelion color. And then I just made it a circle, flattened it out, and did like pinched out the end.
So it's
for the
basically
wing.
like a flattened raindrop. And for the feet, it's kind of the same as these, just a little smaller and not as pointy. And this is just like, you know, kind of like what we did with the ice cream.
But not swirled.
Yeah.
Okay, and the beak is
Kind of.
You just make a circle and then you kind of like pinch it up a bit and shape it. So now we are going to put everything together.
So it's really simple. We wanted to show you all the parts. You know, it's a little bit of a lot of parts, but in the end, it makes a really cute shape.
So I'm going to attach my beak first. My beak turned out kind of big. I'm just going to smallen it.
Okay. So I'm going to do the wings.
Okay, I'm going to try my beak again. Yes, my beak fits now.
So, ta-da, I'm done. So this is the bottom of the bird. I think the best thing I did on the bird, on Barry, which is a budgie, if you haven't watched the big reveal, was the feet. I think they're like the cutest thing ever. And then this is the top. Tweet, tweet. So you can compare. I'm gonna let you guys compare. So, let me.
Okay, mine is finished. This one is the one I just made. This is like from its front, the side, other side, and the back. So I really like this part, honestly. It's like a little patch that Kiwi has on his stomach,
like
on his belly.
some green feathers on his belly a little bit.
And my pizzas are back. Hello, little pizza. And my grapes are here too. This is all the stuff that we have copied. This is a copy, this is a copy, and this is a copy.
So this is the one I just made right now, and the one in this video again, and this one too.
I think they turned out pretty great.
Yeah.
Not for just some of them, but for all of them.
Make sure to tell us which ones we should do in part 2, because there are still a lot of little shapes that we are going to show you how to make.
Yeah,
tell
we
us
made
which ones we
26.
should make in part 2.
So by the way, yes, like she said, we will be making a part 2, so tell us what you would like us to do.
And don't forget to subscribe, like, click the notification bell, and share. And we'll see you all next time. And don't forget to stay happy.